You went for 2 genetics tests and was told with 98% certainty that Lainey had Down syndrome. I mean, I can't imagine getting news like that. It must have been devastating for you. At this point, what did you do? What were your options?
It was very devastating, and then it kind of validated those feelings that I was having before. And even before, the first test we took wasn't 98%, it was like 50. And the doctor kept saying, there's only 50% chance, there's a 50% chance that the baby doesn't. And I kept saying, I was like, no, this is that feeling I've been having all along. I just know it. And she said, well, we can go on and do the next test. That would be 98% accuracy. And I said, all right, let's do it. And then we did, and it came back, and there were, the options to move forward with the pregnancy or not to. But it was never an option for me not to. I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I felt like
I'm sure you were a bit scared as well, right?
Absolutely. I was terrified, really. The baby that I had been imagining in my head for 12 weeks kind of felt like I lost that baby. It was like, okay, this is a different child. It was hard to wrap your head around all the unknown and the unexpected.
We can't imagine how terrifying it is watching your own child suffer throughout this ordeal. What was it that kept you positive?
It was really hard. My faith was the biggest thing that kept me positive. Just believing that God had given her to us for a reason. And I didn't, I knew she was sick and I knew we had her for a reason, but I didn't think it was for him to take her away from us. So I knew there was a bigger purpose in this plan. And so that helped me stay positive. And watching my mother-in-law battle ovarian cancer and her attitude through it all, she was a real inspiration for us. And then also the Ellen DeGeneres show. I know it sounds crazy, but when we were in the hospital for an hour every day, I could sit there and I could kind of escape that hospital room. And it was a little bit of relief in my day to laugh and to have happy tears and even to cry and to watch her give and inspire others. So I think the three of those, our faith and our family and the escape that Ellen provided, really helped us get through it all.
What are some of the challenges you face now as Lainey grows up? Are you worried for her future?
Yeah, I am worried for her future, but not any more of a sense than a mom worries for any of her children's future. She does have more struggles than most kids. She is 4 and she is considered nonverbal right now. Things that you think come naturally for children, eating, drinking, talking, using a fork, all these things that just seem like a natural progression, she has to work very hard for. So right now we're working a lot on her speech. She's thankfully eating well, which we worked really, really hard for. So it makes you realize just all these little things that you take for granted. And I know our future will kind of progress like this. She will grow, she will do wonders, but it's just going to take a little more work and a little more effort to get her there.
What's your advice to parents who are just finding out that their child might be born with Down syndrome?
I would say don't be scared of your emotions. You're going to have to go through them all. The fear, the anxiety, the sadness, you're going to have to feel them all, but feel them and tackle them because there is so much joy that comes after. This journey with a child who has Down syndrome, not everyone gets to experience. And it is hard, but it is so worth it. I wouldn't trade anything. I went through the hardest time of my life, her first year, and I wouldn't trade any of it.